My girlfriend told everyone her ex was a real man and I was just too safe, so I packed my bags that night and left. My girlfriend smirked and said, "My ex never said no to me." That's what a real man does. She said it in front of her friends, listing off all the ways he was supposedly better. I just stood up and left. Lena and I had been together for 2.5 years. We lived together in a small apartment in Boston. I'm a software developer, quiet, methodical. She works in marketing, loud and full of energy. When we first met, she said she loved that I was calm, that I brought peace to her chaos. But over time, that admiration turned into mockery. Her ex, Ryan, started popping up more and more in conversation. Ryan would have taken me to the lake this weekend. Ryan never needed to plan everything. It was subtle at first, then constant. Last Friday was her 27th birthday. She wanted a rooftop dinner with her coworkers, her old college friends, and a few of mine. Everything was fine until about 10 p.m., when someone brought up ideal partners. Lena, halfway through her third cocktail, laughed and said, "I wish Ethan would loosen up a little." Ryan used to surprise me all the time. That man knew how to keep things interesting. People chuckled awkwardly. My best friend Adam shot me an uneasy glance. I tried to brush it off, but she kept going. "Ethan's sweet, don't get me wrong," she said, "but sometimes I feel like I'm dating my tax advisor. Ryan, he'd wake me up at 2 a.m. and say, 'Pack your bags, we're driving to Maine.' This one plans his laundry days on Google Calendar." Everyone laughed politely. I just stared at my drink. Then she leaned back and said, "Ryan never said no to me. Ever. If I wanted something, he made it happen. That's what a real man does." The table went silent. You could hear the music thumping faintly from the bar speakers. I finished my beer, placed it down quietly, and stood up. "Where are you going?" she asked. "Home," I said. "Come on, Ethan, don't be like that." I was joking, but her tone wasn't apologetic. It was defensive, almost daring me to argue. I didn't. I put enough cash on the table to cover my share and left. That night, I packed my things, clothes, laptop, the few pieces of furniture that were mine. I didn't answer her calls or texts. The next morning, I moved into my coworker Maya's spare room. She didn't even ask what happened, just handed me a cup of coffee and said, "Take your time." Lena showed up at Maya's place 2 days later, eyes red, holding a bag of my stuff I'd forgotten. "Please, Ethan, I was drunk," she said. "I didn't mean any of it." I was showing off. "You know I love you, do you?" I asked. "Because you spent months making me feel like I wasn't enough. And when you had an audience, you made sure everyone knew it." Tears welled up in her eyes. "Ryan was chaos. You're the opposite. You make me feel safe. I was stupid to hurt you. I'll go to therapy. I'll do anything I sighed. If you loved how steady I am, you wouldn't have tried to make me feel small for it. You wanted excitement, and I was just your backup plan." She reached out to grab my hand. "Please, I deleted his number. I cut contact with him. I want you." I gently pulled my hand away. "I believe you want me now, Lena. But you didn't want me when it mattered." And then I walked away. She hasn't stopped texting since. But the truth is, once someone shows you what you really mean to them, you don't need to hear another word.